Diamonds are the rarest item in Minecraft, and I want to get 1 million diamonds in 100 days. But when I started this journey 33 hours ago, I didn't realize how difficult this would be. So let us waste no time and let's jump right into this. Loading the world, building a terrain, even though there's not much to build, and let's start destroying this tree right off the bat. So my first priority is obviously going to be building a platform for us to catch all the saplings falling down from this tree. So let us build a couple blocks out from the dirt block, obviously on the lower levels, no mob spawn here. And that's the perfect size for the tree, but I want to try and get just a little bit more. Well, it looks like that's it. So let's quickly mine up the tree. Hello, book. And we did get 2 saplings, so we don't have to restart. So my first priority is going to try to get more dirt. So we'll need a wooden barrel. Hopefully 6 of them will be enough. Okay, that's bugging me. So let's build 1 more. And now that's even. And I don't want all of these filling with water. So let's build up a couple blocks and then put the slab down across, I'll say 4 of them. Actually, no, 3. Because water is going to be kind of difficult to get for the first little bit. So I want to have a few of these filling up whenever it does rain. So now that we do have these, I want to build ourselves some wooden shears because I want to harvest all these leaves and throw them into the wooden barrels because leaves are so much better than wasting saplings. And we are going to need a lot of dirt. So here is our 7 pieces of dirt. And I want to have 4 blocks in between each piece. So we'll place this one down right there, another one right there, and then on this side as well. So now we need to expand our platform and we'll need 1 more piece of dirt. So with that platform done, I want to start working towards this cobblestone gen, which means I'll need cobblestone, which is crafted with stone pebbles, which you get from sieving dirt. So I'll need 1 of these sieves and a lot more dirt. So now that we have all the materials, let's go ahead and craft up 1 of these sieves, or 9 of them, I should say, and we can place all of these down. And that'll bring us to day 2. So now all we need is the mesh, which is a bunch of string. And string's actually pretty easy to get. All you need is 1 of these wooden crooks, or a couple of them, a few trees, and then you just harvest the leaves. And you get some of these silkworms. Then you grow more trees, and then you use the worms on the leaves. And the infestation will start to spread. And then once it's fully spread, we just go along and break the leaves. And we got a lot of string. I think we did more trees than we needed to, but that's all right, because now we can make ourselves a bunch of meshes. Then we can throw them in our sieves here, make a ton more dirt. Actually, I think we need a few more barrels so we can make more dirt a lot faster. And I guess I'll cover up this entire row now. And now with 1 stack of dirt, we are on to day 3. So we can now take this dirt, put it through our sieves, get an absolute ton of stuff. But most importantly, we can make our cobblestone. And we got 49 of it. But as you can see with the cobblestone generator, we're gonna need some buckets and glass, which obviously for glass, we need sand. And you get sand by crushing gravel with a hammer, and you get gravel from crushing cobblestone. But for the buckets, we're gonna need a couple clay buckets. And you get that from an unfired clay bucket, which is obviously just some clay. And clay's pretty easy to get. So let's build ourselves 2 hammers, place down some cobblestone, crush it, and then place down our gravel and crush that as well. So there's our sand, and we'll need a furnace to smelt that 1 piece of sand to get our glass. But we're gonna need to crush down the sand just a little bit more. So let's place down 9 of the sand, crush that into some dust, and it hasn't rained yet. That's kind of unfortunate. So the clay will have to be put onto hold, but we can work on the lava. We're just gonna need an unfired crucible, which is made with porcelain clay, which needs more clay. All right. However, there is bone meal we do need as well. And we just get that by sifting some dust. So let's crush down the rest of our sand and sieve some of it. Oh, it's raining. So our barrels are filling up and we can actually take our dust and put it in to turn it into some clay. So now we got 7 clay blocks, which will turn into 28 clay, which I hope will be enough. So now we can actually make our 2 unfired clay buckets and throw those in our furnace. And while those are cooking up, we can sift some more dust for bone meal, but we're gonna need more dirt. And while we're waiting for those to do their thing, I wanna actually build a dark room because we're gonna need some Ethereum essence for later in this episode. And the only way we can really get that to start off with is from mobs. So let's take a lot of our wood, build over 25 blocks away from our base. Yeah, right there should be good. and we'll build a nice big box. Okay, so it's day 4, and as you can see below me, I have a little predicament. My sword's about to break, and too many zombies. So, can I even hit them from here? I doubt it. I can, actually. Guess knocking him in the void would be a good idea. Let's try to close this in real quick. Okay, creeper, really? Well, I guess that worked. I think I'm just gonna farm trees in the meantime. Okay, well, it's day 5 and this mob farm is really not going too well. It is definitely spawning mobs, but the creepers keep blowing up. And that's a pretty big problem. But we are getting more Inferium as we go. So I'm gonna leave that for now, seeing as that's for something later in the episode. And because there was a few skeletons in there, we did get some more bone meal. So we can combine our clay and the bone meal to get porcelain clay, and that will allow us to get our crucible, which we will just throw in the furnace. And now we'll take the crucible and put it on top of this torch. And we craft up more cobble, and we can throw it into the crucible. And it'll turn into lava. So now we can take our bucket, pick up the lava, and then pick up a bucket of water as well. And we can build ourselves our cobblestone gen. And that will make everything so much easier. No more farming leaves to make dirt, to then sieve, to turn into cobble. Because anytime we right click on this now, it'll give us cobblestone. So let's make ourselves a stone sword and a stone pickaxe. But now it's time to deal with that problem. Because we need the Inferium. Because we're going to need a lot of dirt, and I want to use dirt essence for that, which you get from a dirt seed, which requires 4 Inferium here and 4 Inferium on the seed. But we're going to need multiple seeds in this episode, so I want to get this Inferium seed. And for that, we're going to need 8 Inferium. So come here, mobs. No, creeper, don't do that. And, well, that went well. Okay, well, guess we're building a little bit of a wall. Not dealing with that. We're gonna have to figure out a better way to do this. I could just do this. Oh, but we got some Inferium right there. So we're gonna do something risky here. Or not. I'm just gonna let all these guys burn. Well, that worked. There's 2. Only a few more to go. Okay, there we go. We got 10 Inferium. So now let's grab our seed and craft up our first Inferium tier 1 seed. Now we just need a place to plant this. So let's build out this way. And there we go. So now we come on over here, place down our seed, and... well, this is taking too long. So how do we make the garden cloche? Glass, easy, treated wood. I need the coke oven. So for the coke bricks, we need brick, clay, and sandstone. So let's crush more cobblestone. So there's the sand and the sandstone. Now for the dust. That's not enough water. So gonna need an infinite water pool. And now we never need it to rain again. So let's make a little bit more clay, smelt up half of it, and while we're waiting for that, we need glowstone. And so how do we get glowstone dust? By sieving dust? Oh, but through an iron stiffened mesh. And do we get the iron ore pieces? Sand or dust? Well, good thing we got a lot of that. So we got 8 pieces that we can turn into 2 iron chunks. We need 4 for the mesh, so let's crush more cobblestone and then sieve more dust. Oh, we can do gravel too, and it's the same chance. Might as well do that to save time. So now we can take our bricks out and chuck in our 10 iron ore chunks. Wait, I just realized I'm gonna be too short. Okay, there's 12. And the reason I was too short is because this thing's going too slow. So I'm gonna upgrade it to tier 2. So now it should go a little bit faster. And we also have enough to make 1 iron mesh, and we'll replace the string one. So now we can actually get diamonds from sieving. And that will start our countdown to 1 million diamonds. I'm sorry, that was a little bit close. So now let's work on upgrading the 8 others. So there's the iron mesh, and now we can just grab our dust and get our first 2 pieces of glowstone dust. Now I just need more dust. So there's 5 and our first glowstone block. Now we need 2 iron plates. So let's build the hammer and make our 2 iron plates. So now we just need glass panes and we can get the lantern. So now the iron mechanical component, which all we need is copper and iron for. So let's craft that all up and smelt it. So while we wait for that, let's get back to the coke oven. Hopefully 15 will be enough, but let's build it right here. Yeah, that definitely wasn't enough. So a little bit more clay, and let's take our copper, throw half the clay in, and make our iron mechanical component. So now all we need is the treated wood. Hopefully that's enough. Bro, I'm really bad at counting. Okay, now we have enough. And now just smack with the hammer, and I need some coal. So now we just need to let this do its thing. But in the meantime, we're gonna need this mining upgrade, And we need a ton of iron. All right, more receiving. So here's the iron pickaxe, and we can make the mining upgrade. So now we just need this fluid transfer node, which is fairly simple to make. Just need transfer pipes, which are very easy to make as well. So let's grab a bunch of cobble, smelt that up. Now turn them into slabs, and there's the pipe. Oh, we need an iron bucket. Well, that's the problem. So there's our iron bucket, and there's our transfer node. So now we got a lot of the oil that we need. We can just take our bucket, fill it up. Do we really not have any more wood? Okay, come here, tree. And treated wood. So now we can make our garden cloche, and we'll put it right here. Place down our transfer node, the pipe for our mining upgrade in there. So now this is filling with water. Oh, we need power. Yep, kind of forgot about that. But this still isn't grown, so we really don't have a choice but to make the power. So I think I want to make some solar panels, which is gonna require a lot more iron. I'll be back. Ooh, diamond. Diamond! We got one. So many stacks of gravel later. We have 1 diamond. So 1 out of 1,000,000 done. Only 999,999 more to go. Sifting is clearly not the way. Okay, so we got 15 iron and 3 stacks of glass. So now we can make the mirrors and now the solar panels. So there's 3. I really don't think this is gonna be enough for anything. Well, let's grab 1 piece of dirt, throw it into our machine here, and then take our solar panel and throw it on top here. And it is slowly charging. So now with our fully grown Inferium Essence, which I'm pretty sure took like 3 Minecraft days, if not 4, we can break it and come and place it in the garden cloche. And it will grow so much faster once it's daytime out, because the solar panel is not working because it's nighttime. So while we wait for daytime, I kind of want to make one of these auto hammers because I am getting very bored of crushing cobblestone myself. So we're just going to need 10 pieces of iron and a diamond hammer. So we did get another diamond from sifting gravel. So let's make that hammer right now. Make sure we save that. And once again, come back to crushing things. So there is our 2 pressure plates. And there is our auto hammer. So now I can just place it down right here. I'll need to build a couple more hammers. So there we go. Hello? Hammer? Why you no go in? Ah, needs power. Excuse me? You have power here. Transfer? Okay, fine, don't. I'll need to make some of these conduits. Oh, these are so expensive. So I need an alloy smelter, which is just a ton more iron. Oh, this is so much fun. You know what? I'll be back with a stack of iron. Did I say a stack? I meant like half a stack. Anyway, so let's make this alloy smelter. So we need the cauldron, check, and the machine kit. Oh, what is this? Got the copper, got the gold. Okay, we don't have redstone. Okay, dust through a mesh. So let's do that. And there's the capacitor, some iron bars, the machine chassis, and the alloy smelter. So let's place that right there. Throw our solar panel on top, and now we just need redstone and iron. So let's throw that in and that in. Where'd my redstone go? Why does it have to take all my redstone? Okay, so let's throw those in now. And this power is going way too slow. So what does the tier 2 need? A piston and 8 solar panels. So we're gonna need a little more redstone. So there's our solar panels, our piston, and our tier 2. Actually, I think I want to do the tier 2 conduits. So we just need energetic alloy, which is redstone, gold, and glowstone. We have the gold and the glowstone, so let's just throw it all in. But we're also going to need a hopper, push into the side of it, and then we can take our generator and just place it on top right there. So now it will autofill with cobblestone. But now we also need this conduit binder, which means we need binding composite, which is made by gravel, sand, and clay, which we have all of that. So there's 32, and we can just throw that in our smelter. And there we go. That changed up to 64 because you get 2 binders per composite. And if we come into our alloy smelter, why did it give me flux again? Just make the energetic alloy. There, thank you. That we can now use to make 8 enhanced energy conduits. So now we can come back here, place it down on there, and the solar panel on top. And it will start filling up with power when it's daytime again. So while we wait for that, we can come to our garden cloche, take out all our Inferium Essence, and we can try to upgrade our seed to tier 2 so we get more essence from it. So we need Prudentium for that, which means we need a infusion crystal, which is very easy to make. So we have extra diamonds in here and some prosperity shards in here. So here's the crystal and 29 Prudentium. So now we can take this tier 1 seed and upgrade it to tier 2. And do we have enough to get a tier 3? No, we don't. So let's throw a tier 2 in here for now, and we can get rid of all these tier 1 seeds. But now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode, we could take 4 prosperity shards, one of our seeds, craft up a basic seed, make it into tier 1, grab our 4 dirt, and make ourselves a dirt seed. But I really don't want to take this inferium seed out, so I think I'm going to build another cloche. So there's a second garden cloche, and we could just place it right there and connect the pipe to the back. Then we're going to grab another tier 2 solar panel, and we're going to throw it on top here. Then add the dirt and the seed. So now the seed's multiplying and we're getting dirt essence. So soon enough, we'll be able to fill up this entire farm. So while we wait for that dirt, we got more inferium essence here. And if we combine it with the rest that we have, we can get ourselves a tier 3. Okay, so now we have 43 dirt essence here. Make that 45. We can go ahead and make a ton of dirt. And then with that dirt, we can start filling in some of our farms so we can really start making progression. And ores and everything else won't be an issue anymore. So if we very quickly do this, all of our farms completely done. So we're ready whenever we need to use them. But it's day 20 right now, and we really still don't have any diamonds whatsoever. Because the few diamonds we do have, we're probably gonna need to use these. So we need to figure something out right now. And as I've already said, sifting really isn't the way to do it, especially if we want to get 1 million diamonds. So the other way is by this diamond chicken, but we need to breed a bunch of these guys together. We need to breed a glass and a gold, and there's a whole bunch of other tiers leading up to those as well. So we need to set ourselves up for that. Which means we're going to need a nesting pen, which is just a bunch of wood, and an egg nest, which is 3 hay bales, which is 9 wheat. We don't have that much wheat, especially for the scale we're going to need to do this at. So let's grab our seeds, and I'm going to make these 2 farms entirely wheat. So let's get planting these down. Well, 10 seeds didn't go very far. I wonder, do we have any bones in any of these chests? We do. Got 10 bone meal and 7 bones. So let's change the bones into bone meal, and we got 31. So let's go ahead and bone meal all of this up to get a ton more seeds. 12 more, not bad. But that's still really not enough. So let's come on over to our mob farm over here that I did redesign to make it a little easier to farm. And we can farm these skeletons. Biggest problem though is grabbing the drops, which I do have an idea for. I just don't have the materials for it yet. So right now it's just the sketchy way of break this. Let's get rid of this creeper first. That's probably a good idea. Grab the bone and cover it back up. Yeah, it's not the most fun thing in the world. But I've also designed this now so we can get enderman spawning, because ender pearls are going to play a very big part in getting us to 1 million diamonds. So I'll do a lot of farming and I'll be back after. And there's a full farm of wheat. And now we have 51 in our inventory. So we can go ahead and make 5 hay bales. It's really not 6. Okay, give me 3 more wheat. Thank you. And we make the 6th one because now we can make 2 egg nests, which will allow us to make a nesting pen. And I need a new area for this. Looks like this side of the base it is. And here we go. Now I just need a grass seed to grow some grass here. And we have 6 in here. So let's plant these over here, and that should start growing nicely. But in the meantime, let's go ahead, throw our nesting pen right down there, and the egg nest right there. So the next thing we're gonna need is this animal net, which is just 3 sticks and 3 string. And we got all that, so let's craft it up. And that will allow us to transport all the chickens. So now how do we get the diamond chicken? We need a gold one and a glass, so let's go with the glass one first. We'll need nether quartz chicken that can only be found in the nether. Yay, that place is fun. Okay, so let's grab our bucket and some of this lava, and let's make obsidian. I just forgot I need diamond pickaxe to pick that up. Yep, don't have enough diamonds, but I believe we can use the stone barrel. So let's grab one of those, and I'll throw it right down on top of the obsidian that we failed. So let's fill this back up, grab more lava out, put it in the barrel, and then put the water on top. And now we have obsidian without a diamond pickaxe. Now we just need to do that 9 more times. But while we're waiting for that, we can make the redstone chicken, which is a sand chicken and a red chicken. And we can make the red chicken egg with a bunch of red dye and an egg. So let's come over here, get a bone, turn it into bone meal. Now we can bone meal a bit of this grass. And there's some red dye and some yellow ones. So there's our 8 red dye. Now we just need chicken. And there's really no way to craft it besides with chicken essence, but you need chicken chunks for that. which means you pretty much need chicken drops. So we just have to wait for one to spawn. So I guess it's back to making obsidian. And the final piece acquired. Now I'm just build it at the back side of our mob farm here. There we go. Now we just need a way to light it. So let's take our iron and our flint, make a flint and steel, and ignite our portal. So let's enter the nether, and I have no idea where I am. Well, we have a thing over there and one right there, but that's a little farther. So I think I'm gonna go to that one. But first I'm gonna build a little platform around our portal and I guess build our way over. Okay, so we're here. I built a nice big bridge with torches so nothing spawns on it. Built our way up to there, which was not fun, not at all. And so I placed torches along the top. But for some reason, there's blazes around here, but we still got some hostile mobs up there. So we do have to be very careful and hope we can find a chicken. No, get away from that guy. I don't want to hit him. Hopefully we can find one very quickly because I do not want to unalive. Oh, one right here, one right here. Grab it, go. Get me out of here, No, Blaze, no. No, get me out of here. Oh, that was close. At least we have our nether quartz chicken now. I am so happy that didn't take a very long time. So now I'm gonna need a fence and a carpet. And if we run on over here, chicken, I'll be right with you. I'm gonna build a little bit of a pen to throw our chicken in to grow up. So let's throw the carpet on here so we can jump in and out. And then we're also gonna grab you and I'm gonna put you in here because you'll drop me stuff. Am I able to speed these guys' growth up? I think I can. I think I just need these seeds, but let's get a few more and let's grow you up. Yes, it is working. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to wait a minute now. But while we wait, let's collect all this wheat here so it can start regrowing. And now we can craft more hay bales and turn those into egg nests and then half of those into nesting pens. So let's throw these down. And did you drop me an egg? Of course not. Why would he want to do that? And you'll spit out an egg in 3 minutes. So let's take you and throw you in the pen. I guess it's 4 minutes now. And we got an egg. So we can craft up our red chicken egg. Okay, so while we're waiting for that to hatch, what else do we need? We need a sand chicken. And that's fairly easy to make, just a bunch of sand and an egg. And we got another egg in here. And do we have any sand? No, we don't. So let's grab some gravel and make some sand and our sand chicken. And I believe we can just place this one down normally. I don't think we have to put it in one of those. So let's try it. And yes, we don't have to. So let's grab that and throw them in there while we wait for this to hatch. So that's the glass side done. Now there's the gold side. For that, we need a yellow chicken, which is just gonna be the yellow dye, and an iron chicken, which is a flint and a bone. The bone's pretty easy, and the flint is pretty easy as well. We just need to wait for more eggs. Oh, and a red chicken hatched. So let's grab him, throw him in there to grow up. So let's feed him a little bit. So there we go, he's fully grown. And now we could try to get the redstone chicken. So let's grab the sand one, chuck him in there as well. And let's breed these two. Hello, you gonna, oh, you're on breed cooldown. All right, let's try that again. There we go. And a sand chicken. You were not what I was wanting. Well, we can try again in 5 minutes. But while we wait, we got an egg in here. And are we able to use these eggs? Maybe let's try and see. Oh, you can just turn them into normal eggs. So let's grab our yellow dye, bone meal, and flint. And there's the flint egg, the bone white, and the yellow. So the bone white and the yellow will have to go into the nesting pens, but the flint chicken, I can just spawn normally. So here's our yellow one, and here's our bone one. And with a little of editing magic later, we are on day 28. And I've gotten ourselves up to a gold chicken and a glass chicken. And I've gone ahead and put all our useful chickens over here. Besides that guy right there, he's not too useful. And we got a redstone, nether quartz, and an iron. That one is going to be very useful. And then on this side here, we have all the breeding chickens. Not really going to go through those because they're not too useful besides for breeding. So this is going to be the last breed we have to do to get the diamond chicken. So hopefully we can do this. So let's go ahead. Hope we can get this first try. Well, that didn't work. Let's try it again. Finally! That took way too long. So now let's go ahead, grow this guy up fully. And now that he's fully grown, we can take him and put him into our nesting pen in here, where in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, he'll hopefully drop an egg for me in here. And we can upgrade the tier of him, hopefully all the way up to tier 10 to make his drops the most efficient as possible. And there we go. There's our first diamond chicken egg. Growth 2, gain 2, strength 2. So we got an upgrade on every single stat. So let's go ahead, throw it in the nesting thing here and wait for that to fully grow. And I got to do that all the way up to level 10 on every single stat. So I'll see you in a bit. And there we go. The perfect diamond chicken egg, 10 growth, 10 gain, and 10 strength. So let's take this egg and throw it into the nest. And once it hatches, we will have a perfect chicken to throw into our nesting pen. And then we can start our collection up to 1 million diamonds. And here we go, he's hatched. So let's pick him up and throw him in the nesting pen right here. So now we just have to wait for that one to lay another perfect egg. Or I guess this one can as well. Oh, there we go, perfect timing. So we'll come over here, throw this one in the nesting pen, and then once those hatch, we really shouldn't have to do anything with the eggs. We can, just to make it a little bit faster, but we don't have to. And you'll see what I mean by that in a second. But here is our second perfect diamond chicken, who just spat out quite a few diamonds. So let's pick him up, bring him on over here with our other perfect diamond chicken, and we can actually just breed these two together, and it'll spit out another perfect diamond chicken. And their breeding cooldown is only 20 seconds. It's gonna go so much faster than I thought. I thought we'd have to wait for these eggs as well, and throw them each in one of these, and wait for those to hatch, while we waited for the cooldown on these guys. But it really doesn't look like that's the case. So we're really gonna need more of these very, very quickly. So let's harvest all this again, and there's 8 more egg nests and 8 more nesting pens. So let's place these down right here, and I'm gonna transfer all our chickens over. So now we're gonna have this entire wall here and the backside all for the perfect diamond chickens, and we can breed these one more time. And now we have 4. Time to do this on a massive scale. But if we're gonna do this efficiently, as we're already on day 54, we're gonna need a way to transfer items. And this item conduit is what I want to use, which is just conduit binder, which we already have, and pulsating iron nuggets, which comes from pulsating iron, which we need ender pearls and iron for. 2 things we're running very low on. So for the iron, I want to make an iron seed, which is intermediate essence and a tier 3 seed. But it's a good thing we have a ton of essence in here that we can craft up into intermediate. So now let's grab our prosperity shards and then make a seed once again, and then upgrade it to tier 3. So now we just need 4 iron, and we can make our iron seed. That will throw it in this garden clutch here. And while we wait for that, I want to upgrade this seed to tier 4. I wonder, do we actually have enough in here to get tier 5? No, we don't. So while we wait, we can work on the ender pearls, and I want to do seed for this as well. But we need enderman chunks, which require 2 ender pearls each, and then zombie chunks. And to get the zombie chunks, we're gonna need this solarium dagger, which is 2 solarium and a mystic tool rod. The mystic tool rod is easy to get, but the solarium ingots are a little bit more difficult. So we need solarium dust, which we get from soul dust and prudentium combined together. And we get the soul dust from soul stone, which is made by stone and soul sand. So we'll need wither dust and sand if we want to use that recipe. However, I really don't want to go into the nether. So we could use witch water and sand, and witch water is very easy to get. We'll just need these 2 ancient spores, and I've prepared a little area here. So all we need to do is place that down, make it mycelium, I think that's how you say it, and then we just take wooden barrels and we put them on top, and it will all eventually spread to the other piece of dirt as well. So now we just fill these with water, and it starts transforming into witch water. So let's grab some gravel and make it into sand. Then just take a bunch of cobble and smelt it all. And there we go, our witch water has fully transformed. So now we can just throw the sand into the buckets or barrels and get soul sand. And I'm just gonna repeat this a whole bunch of times. And yes, I did add a 4th barrel. But now we can craft up 8 soul stone that we can smelt into soul dust. So now we can craft up our dust, and we can smelt that into our ingots. And now we can craft up our tool rod and make the dagger. So now let's come over here to our zombies and get ourselves a mob chunk. But we're gonna need 4 of these, so let me get those real quick. So there we go. And now we just need to smelt them down into our tier 1 mob chunks. And we'll need to bring these up to tier 4 for the enderman seed. So there we go. Now we just need a tier 4 seed. And now we got it. So now we take our tier 4 mob chunks and surround them by ender pearls to get 4 enderman chunks that we can now take and make our enderman seed with. And seeing as our iron seed is pretty much done, we can go ahead and throw the enderman seed in and then plant the iron seeds down. And now with those planting down and slowly growing, we can take some of our enderman essence craft a ton of ender pearls, and then the same thing for the iron. Then we can throw both of those into our alloy smelter. And here is our first bit of pulsating iron that we can turn into the nuggets and combined with our binder to make our first item conduits. This is 100% not going to be enough, but it's a good start. So now we can come around back of our nesting pens here and connect all of them together. Just like that. However, now we're going to need to sort these items. So we're going to need some of these item filters, which is a hopper and paper. So we're going to need some sugarcane, and I believe we have seeds in here somewhere. Yes, right here, 4 sugarcane seeds. And I'll actually need the snad here, which is just 2 pieces of sand on top of each other. So let's make 4 pieces of it and throw it down right here. And then just add our water and then our sugarcane seeds. And I would just wait for that to grow. And while we wait for that, we'll need a trash can, which is just cobblestone and a chest. And I guess some regular stone as well. So there we go. There's our trash can. And we'll only need 1 for now. And now we have our sugarcane that we can make paper. And now we can make our hopper as well, or 2 hoppers, I should say. And we can make 1 basic item filter while we wait for more of that to grow. But we're also going to need a way to store the diamonds that we collect. And just a regular double chest is way too small. So there's these different kind of chests we can build. And we'll start with the iron one, and then we'll go to gold, and then diamond, and now to crystal. Because these crystal chests can hold a ton. And then we can come back to our trash can here, add our item filter, change it to blacklist, and put a diamond in. So everything but diamonds will be going into that trash can now. And now our sugar cane is grown. We can make more paper, and now make our second filter that will add to the chest one, whitelisting diamonds. So now only diamonds will go into that chest. And if we throw some diamonds into this nesting pen, it'll take them out and start storing them all here. And if I throw some seeds in along with it, the seeds will disappear and it will not be in this chest because they're all getting thrown in there, which just deletes all items. And now we can start taking our chickens and putting them in the pens. Of course, after breeding a ton of them. And with day 57, we have a wall of chickens. And we are collecting a ton of diamonds. And this chest right here can hold up to 6,912 diamonds. Meaning we'll pretty much need 145 of these chests filled to get to 1 million. So we're gonna need to expand this a whole lot more and start working on something else. But we're gonna have to leave this for now because we are limited by our wheat growth. So I will expand into the second farm here, like I originally said I was going to, but for some reason decided against. And that's gonna be helpful because obviously we need it for the chickens, but also because I need to build 14 more of these farms just to efficiently make everything else I will need in this episode. Because you might have guessed, I need this diamond seed because then we can make a ton of diamond farms. And I know how to speed up the growth of these crops. It's just very expensive to do. But we're gonna need to do something else very quickly because without this, it's gonna take way too long. And that would be the angel ring because that gives us the ability to fly. So to start out, we'll need 2 feathers, 4 iron, a golden lasso, and resonating redstone crystals. So let's start with the golden lasso. Just 4 golden nuggets and 4 string, and I believe we'll need 2 of these. So there is 8 string and our golden nuggets and our 2 golden lassos. So we can actually come over here, take out our normal chicken, throw them in the lasso, and then come over to our mob farm and collect the bat, because we'll need that also. But now we need the resonating redstone, which is just 4 redstone each, and an ender shard, which is an ender pearl, and a glass cutter, which is very easy to make. So there's the glass cutter and our ender pearls. So now we get a bunch of ender shards and our resonating crystals. But we need 2 of these, and I actually need to do something with redstone first. And that's make a redstone seed, because we're gonna need a lot of it in the next few minutes. So let's collect our essence, make our crafting seeds, and a redstone seed. So let's go ahead, throw it in our garden clouch, take out our redstone essence, and craft more redstone. And now we can go ahead and make our crystal. And I'm gonna make a few extras as well, because I know we'll need them. And now we can make the chicken wing ring. That's always a tongue twister. Now we need a squid, some graphite, and our ender pearl. So the ender pearl's easy. And I believe we get graphite just by doing this. Yes, perfect. And for the squid, I can just break one of these, run 25 blocks away, and they'll start spawning. I just hope I can catch one before it falls in the void. So if we come on down the bottom of the water stream here, we should be able to catch them as they fall. Unless I can get that guy right there. And yeah, I got him, perfect. So there is the ring of the flying squid. So now I just need gold, leather, and a ghast. So here's our gold, our leather, but we don't have a ghast. And we're gonna need a curse lasso, which is just a drop of evil, and you get those from withers. So I'm gonna take a few of our diamonds and make us some diamond armor. And I'm also gonna upgrade our sword and our pickaxe. So now let's go back into the nether and let's try and get some blaze rods and a drop of evil. Oh, that compressed guy's gonna be a problem. Yes, come here. And we're gonna have to do a little bit of, I don't have any blocks, dang. Gonna have to do a little bit of retreating while fighting things. You know, that actually wasn't too bad. And we got 2 drops of evil and a wither skeleton skull. So now I just need a few more blaze rods for later and we'll be good to go back home. But I do want to grab an extra bat because we're going to need it for this next part. So let's grab our bucket, some of this witch water. Actually, we don't need that bat. And then we can combine this together and drop the witch water down. Hello, bat? You're supposed to transform? Give me a second to figure out what's wrong. It just needs to be a squid. So now we'll come back here and hopefully this doesn't go horribly wrong. Throw the squid in the witch water. And there is a ghast. And I was not quick enough. We have to do it one more time. And there we go. So now we can craft the angel ring. And let's put it through the crafter to make it a bauble slot. But we still can't fly just yet because I need this watermill. Or a few of them, I should say. So we're gonna need some stone burnt, which is made by polished stone through a resonator. And the resonator is built to block coal, 2 redstone, 1 resonating redstone crystal, and some iron. So let's grab our coal and our redstone, make our coal block, and there's our resonator. But we're also gonna need this manual mill, which requires polished stone, which is 4 regular stone bricks. And we have stone here that would be made in stone bricks, and now we can make polished stone. And then we need redstone gear, which is just a plank and 4 redstone torches. And I'm gonna make 16 because I know we'll need a few. So we can place the resonator down. Now we can make a few of the gears and the manual mill. So let's go ahead and place these down, throw some of the polished stone in there, and just start cranking. So there's 7 stone burnt, and now we can make our watermill. But we're gonna need a little area to put these. That should be good enough. So now we can go ahead and place our watermill down right in the middle there, and then grab some water and place it down just right there, flowing into the watermill. And we're gonna do the same thing on all the sides, just like that. So now we need 3 more of these. Good thing they're easy to make, and I don't have to manually crank the mill anymore. So we can just let this go for a while. And just like that, we have enough grid power to fly. So now building will be so much easier. And it's a good thing too, because we got a lot of farms to build. So there's the farms. Now we just need to fill it in with dirt. And it's gonna be a lot of dirt. So I've added a crystal chest to our garden cloche and put the dirt seed in. Because it's day 61 and we really need to get this going. So let's add all the dirt. And there's all the farms filled in with dirt. That took a very long time. And of course it's raining, because why wouldn't it be? But also I've added a few more layers to the chicken farm, as I have been farming this stuff like crazy. I say that as it's fully grown, don't judge me. But now we're crafting seeds. And the first seed I want to do is coal, which is fairly cheap to get. So there we go. And now we'll just throw it in here. Then the next one is gold. There we go. And that one can get swapped as well. But this next one is a little expensive. And that would be the yellorium one. So we're gonna need our supremium along with our yellorium dust that we're gonna smelt up in here. And then we're gonna have to transform all of our essence, hoping we have enough. And we had just over a perfect amount. So let's craft the seed up to tier 5. And there is our yellorium seed. So now we can go throw that one in. So while that's going, we also need a nether seed, which use nether clusters, which is just netherrack and soul sand. We know how to get the soul sand, and netherrack is just lava and redstone. So we got some lava in here. So let's grab that up, throw it in our barrel, grab some of our redstone, and combine it. And there's our first piece of netherrack. Now just do that about 500 more times. And there we go, there's our 8 soul sand and 8 netherrack. So let's combine them together to make our nether clusters. And there is our nether seed. And now we can throw this in there as well. But now that it's nighttime, we can take each one of our seeds, including redstone, which we made earlier, and plant them down in our farms. But it is now daytime once again. The f was that? That's terrifying. Am I eating the rain? I am. Yeah, that sounded just terrifying. But back to what I was doing. I want to make a silicon seed, which means I need silicon in the first place, which is just smelted quartz. So let's grab our quartz, and I might as well grab all this stuff as well. Smelt 4 pieces of it, and then I also want to make a quartz seed. So there we go. And throw that in there. I'm just gonna do that the rest of the seeds. I'm not gonna point out the fact that I'm doing that. Grab our 4 silicon, make the silicon seed. Then I wanna make an obsidian one, a skeleton one, a blaze seed, and pulsating iron. But that's not the last seed we need. We just need to make the other ores, I guess, or ingots. seeds or whatever you call them. And one of them is the quartz enriched iron seed, which requires obviously the enriched iron, which is actually pretty easy to make. Just 3 pieces of iron and a piece of quartz. So there's our enriched iron and there's the seed. And now the next one is electrical steel. So for that, we'll need iron, crushed coal, and silicon. So we're gonna need a sag mill, which is pretty cheap. And we made all those items before. So there's our sag mill. And now we can just chuck some coal in and get coal powder. So now we have all the items we need. So there is our electrical steel. And while that's going, I want to make a guardian seed, which obviously requires guardian chunks, which are made by fish and prismarine shards. And we actually have some prismarine from some loot bags, so we can throw that in our sag mill and it'll make us some shards. So now all we need is a fishing rod. And can I fish in this? Probably not. So let's make a little fishing spot back here. That should do nicely. So now let's catch our first couple fish. And that's not really what I was looking for. Is there? Oh wait, no. We can just change it into a normal fish. This shouldn't take very long at all. And there we go. So now if we grab the prismarine, we have everything we need to make the guardian chunks and the seed. And because the time we took to do that, our electric steel is ready and our final seed. Now we have everything we need. Actually, I forgot one final thing. We need to place this chest down here and we need to start collecting chicken manure. So we have to add that to our blacklist as well. And why is there so many diamonds in here? Oh, because this is full. Well, I guess we need another chest there. So there's 3 more chests just to be safe for now. So now with that collecting and all our seeds, on day 67, we can start making a ton of progression towards our diamond farm. And the first step towards that would be a reactor. So we need iron, graphite, which just smelted coal, and a reactor core, which is very easy to make as well. But some of these crops are taking a while to grow and we'll need to fuel this reactor. So let me just make a nice big setup of these garden cloches. There's the setup. So now we can't waste any time. So we're gonna have to do these next few things very quickly. So we need to get power going with a reactor. So I'm gonna need iron, coal, gold, and redstone. Diamonds, please. So there is our power station. And I built a little fuel system behind it here, which isn't anything we haven't done before besides this crafter, which is very easy to get. Just need a machine frame, which is crafted like that. Now you're all caught up, but now we need a way to transfer the power. So we're gonna use these flux points and a flux plug, which is very easy to make. Just a flux core and a flux block. So flux core is just obsidian, enderite, and flux, which flux is just smelted redstone. And then the flux block is easy as well. Just flux cores and flux. So let's do that, and there we go. Now the flux plug goes here, create a network, and then select it. And now anything we put these on, we'll have power. Well, once we activate this. But now we need to build farming stations. We'll need electric steel, diamond hoe, machine chassis, pulsating crystals, and a Z-Logic controller, which is made in a slice and splice. So let's get to it. And there is our farming station. So now we just need a diamond seed. So there we go. So let's multiply the seed and come and place our farming station down. Then we can add our power on top, select our network, and when we turn that thing on, it should start working. Oh wait, no, we need hose. Oh, I forgot about that. Is there any unbreakable ones? I really don't want to use tinkers. So premium hose are unbreakable. Oh, but we need nether stars for those. Guess we're building a tinkers thing real quick. There. Now we just need to make some of these mattocks. So there is a complete paper mattock. And now we need to make it unbreakable with these things. And there we go. I guess I made one more reinforcement plate than I needed. Oops. But now we can throw it in the farming station, take some of our seeds, and plant them down. But these are still growing stupidly slow, so we'll need some light, and then some of these things, which are kind of complicated. And it's day 71. Unless we only need the tier 1, because those are a lot easier. And we have the guardian essence and the bone essence, or skeleton, I should say. So let's make some bones and some bone blocks. Now the sea lanterns, which is prismarine crystals and prismarine shards, which are very easy. So there is way more than enough, and a stack of sea lanterns. And now that we have our iron, we can only make 8 of these. Oh, we're just short on bone. That is not a problem. There's 58 and 14 more. So now if we come over to our diamonds, head underneath, we can place these down just like that. Now if we come to the top, it's growing a little bit quicker. Still not quick enough though. So there's a few more. Ender diamonds are growing very quickly now. So let's activate our reactor, and now it's harvesting, but a very small area. We need a couple octadic capacitors. Oh, but I don't have vibrant alloy, but I do have energetic alloy and ender pearls. So let's make them. Now the seed, multiplying that. And while that does its thing, we need to automate down here. There we go. So now we just need to make sure this is set to push. And we're making a ton of diamonds. However, we need a way to transport these things. And I think these ender chests will do just fine. So we can make 14 of them. And if we grab a ton of lapis, we can place it down right here and mark them all blue. And now activate this and diamonds will be stored in our ender chest, which for now I'll have going back in the chicken area. But now we got enough vibrant alloy essence to go ahead and make our capacitor. And we can throw one in here, which will expand the range, making us more diamonds. And now I just need to build this a ton more times. So wish me luck. However, while I wait for more items to generate in our garden cloches, I kind of want to do something with this because this is a lot of diamonds just laying around. And I think I have an idea on how to fix that. There's these thing called absorption hoppers, and they work in a 7x7x7 area. They're very easy to make. And I'd only need 4 for this farm. So I got all the items I'd need right here. So let's craft up 4 of them. Then we can come down below and place them in the 4 corners of the crafting table. And then we can put a crystal chest below each one of them and then change down to items. So now the diamonds and manure are being collected. However, we want the diamonds going down and the manure going into a trash can, but I forgot to make that. Okay, there we go. So now we just place the trash can down, change it to insert, and then add item filters. Then just add chicken manure. And we can actually get rid of these bottom ones here. And we can actually just place the 2 ender chests on each side. Once again, changing them all to blue. And then add the filters and diamonds. And now we can activate these. And now we're getting a lot of diamonds through here. But I'm still not done yet because I've been farming quite a bit and I have some seeds. So we can actually go and breed all of these chickens, making a bunch of baby ones. And we're going to get a lot of diamonds from this. So much so I expanded our system a bit, but I still don't think that's going to be enough. Because how many chests I said we need to fill at the beginning of the episode. Okay, I messed up a little bit. The hoppers need to be a little farther out, so I just added 4 more instead of tearing down the old thing. But now we can breed more chickens. That's a lot of chickens, but nowhere near as much as that. And it's even getting to a point that every time I breed the chickens, they kind of glitch outside, go all over the base, and then they just start teleporting back in here. Someone asked me how many chickens are in there. I don't know. A lot. And this storage is already becoming an issue. So we need to figure that out now. And I think I want to build a refined storage system, which is very easy to make. Just very tedious when you want to go for the 64K drives, which we're going to need about 16 of those. So let's grab all the materials necessary and let's start building. So there's the controller. Now we need a grid. So let's smelt some diamonds, some iron, and some gold whenever these finish. Actually, I can use this alloy smelter and I can put this upgrade in. So it'll smelt very quickly, but we're actually going to need a new machine, which is easy to make. So let's grab that. And I think I'll place it down right here next to the controller and we'll add a flex point to the back. So now we just need redstone, our iron, and silicon. And we can throw it all in here and let them smelt up. And while we wait for that, we need to build this disk drive, which is made with the enriched iron and advanced processors, which use diamonds and this machine. So let's pause that for a second and throw the diamonds in. So there's our 2 advanced processors and the iron can go back in. And there's our disk drive that can go right here, but that only has 8 slots. We need 16. So we need another one of those. There we go. And now I believe we can craft some of the things we need to make the grid. So there it is. And now we just place it on top and we have a system. Just need the drives. So let's get started. So let's make a stack of the 1Ks, then a few 4Ks, and now the 16K and 2 64K parts. Now we just need to make them into a storage disk, which we can do, and then throw them in the system. So I'll do that a few more times. But we're actually going to need some cable and an importer, because now we can connect these to the back of the system and grab our ender chest and connect the importer, making sure these are all blue. So we can actually now disconnect this and put it here. Change that to insert and all of these to extract. So the ender chest will start filling up and then pile into our system over there. And now with our full disk drives, all we're storing is diamonds. But this chest is getting pretty backed up, so I want to make some upgrades for this importer. And I think the stack upgrade will be important, which is just sugar and a few speed upgrades, which are the other upgrades we're going to want. So not to bore you, here is all our upgrades. Let's just throw them in, and that's draining a lot faster now. And we have almost 5,000 diamonds in here, and we are well on our way with a ton more to go. So I'm gonna do a little AFKing and we'll see how we're going. Okay, so we're on day 82 and I noticed something. I don't know if it was just a coincidence, but I took one of these chickens and brought it off to the side here, made a little pen, and I compared it to these chickens in here for drop time. And what I noticed is the chickens in the nests are actually dropping diamonds a lot faster. So I decided I wanted to do a bit of farming. So I got myself 48 hay bales so I can make 16 egg nests and then transform those into nesting pens. So I'm gonna go ahead and put all these down and then transfer a lot of these chickens into these. And I think I'm gonna try to do all these chickens. And there is a ton of them. So wish me luck. Okay, so it's now day 90 and we have a ton more chickens. And I do mean a ton. And to make building the nests more efficiently, I've automated this. Well, that's a problem. Oh, I'm a genius. Just never added the recipe. And put some of the growth accelerators underneath as well. And we've just been storing all the hay bales in here. But we have 222k diamonds and only 10 days left to go. So I'm gonna need to continue expanding this farm as much as I possibly can. Because I knew the diamond growth would accelerate tremendously towards the end. I just didn't think we'd be cutting it this close. So let me waste no time and let's expand this even more. Oh wait, this chest is right full, but the under chest is empty. So we're just not transferring items quick enough. So I need some of these item conduit speed upgrades, which are very easy to get. So there is 16 of them, because not only do I want to put them in the extract here, I guess I need to put them in the insert as well. Wait, no, we can't. And it's still not even going down, meaning we had a very big backup of diamonds. I just don't know where. So I'll add the other 8 in here as well. And now that's going down very quickly. So that's better. Now we can expand even more. And there we go. It is now day 100. And I really hope we completed this, because we have massive chicken farm. And if we fly around the back, it is completely covered in more chickens. It's a little bit laggy over here. But if we come on down to our storage system, okay, that doesn't look good. How many do we have? 561,983. Well, I guess it is still going up, but still. So unfortunately, we didn't complete the challenge. But I'm sure if we focused more on chickens from the start of the episode, rather than these farms, we would have 100% completed this challenge, because those chickens are really the main thing that filled up this system. So we'll probably come back to this in the future, try again. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. Sorry for this being late. If you want to know why I posted a little thing under the community tab of my channel, why it's late. And if you guys want to see more content like this, let me know. I did enjoy recording this for you. So once again, hope you enjoyed. Have a great day and see you next time. Happy holidays and goodbye.